And thank you for joining. By the way, welcome to Grow the Info. Make sure you're subscribed and turn on bell notifications, and you can follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Grow the Info, and check out our website, growtheinfo.com. So, while I've been trying to make this video on the Wuhan virus, I saw this pop up on the FDA and a whole bunch of other recalls that apparently the USDA doesn't send out. So, now I gotta sign up for more press releases because I didn't know about these recalls. So, the FDA is putting out some strong support of innovation and development of gene therapy products. This, of course, is linked in the description box below as well. The recalls are not listed because there are so many of them, but I will try to link them out on Twitter. I was trying to do that yesterday and it didn't work. So I'm probably just going to put out a whole bunch today on Twitter. So make sure that you follow us there. Okay, so it says this is a pivotal time in the field of gene therapy as the FDA continues its efforts to support innovators developing new medical products for Americans and others around the world. Hold on, do I have my microphone on? Yes. I'm sorry. You guys know how I am. I gotta make sure it's on. To date, the FDA has approved 4 gene therapy products which insert new genetic material into patient cells. The agency anticipates many more approvals in the coming years, as evidenced by more than 900 investigational new drug applications for ongoing clinical studies in this area. The FDA believes this will provide patients and providers with increased therapeutic choices. So they're announcing a set of 6 final guidances, which are apparently falling under the interpreting sameness of gene therapy products under the orphan drug regulations. The growth of innovative research and product development in the field of gene therapy is exciting to us as physicians, scientists, and regulators, the FDA Commissioner Stephen Hahn said. We understand and appreciate the tremendous impact that gene therapies have on patients by potentially reversing the debilitating trajectory of diseases. These therapies, once only conceptual, are rapidly becoming a therapeutic reality for an increasing number of patients with a wide range of diseases, including rare genetic disorders and autoimmune diseases. As the regulators of these novel therapies, we know that the framework we construct for product development and review will set the stage for continued advancement of this cutting-edge field and further enable innovators to safely develop effective therapies for many diseases with unmet medical needs. Scientific development in this area is fast-paced, complex, and poses many unique questions during a product review. Pay attention to this now, including how these products work, how to administer them safely, and whether they will continue to achieve a therapeutic effect in the body without causing adverse side effects over a long period of time. So they're saying this development and these innovations are coming out so quickly and so fast, and we see that these are having, the effect of XYZ, but we do not know why it's having that effect, how it's going to have that effect, continued, how to administer them safely, and in the long run, if it's actually going to even be in the best interest of the patient. All right? It says one of the most important steps the FDA can take to support safe innovation in this field is to create policies that provide product developers with meaningful guidance. The 6 final guidances issued today provide the agency's recommendations for product developers on manufacturing issues and recommendations for those focusing on gene therapy products to address specific disease areas. The 6 guidance documents incorporate input from many stakeholders. Stakeholders, read businesses, corporations, that's what that means, and take a significant step toward helping to shape the modern structure for development and manufacture of gene therapies. The scientific review of gene therapies includes the need to evaluate highly complex information on product manufacturing and quality. In addition, the clinical review of these products frequently poses more challenging questions to regulators than reviews of more conventional drugs, such as questions about the durability of response, and these questions often can't be fully answered in a pre-market trial of reasonable size and duration. So they're saying they cannot answer the questions that all these innovations that they're posing, they cannot answer these questions within the normal, what they consider a reasonable time frame for a pre-trial, pre-market trial of the drugs. So the test that they do before they give you the drugs, so that way you know that they're safe, they're saying, well, we can't answer these questions. For some gene therapy products, therefore, although they have met the FDA standards for approval, we may need to accept some level of uncertainty around questions of the duration of the response at the time of marketing authorization. So we might have to accept that when we put these drugs out to market, when we authorize them for market use, we might have to accept that we don't know the answers to these questions, if it's going to cause more harm than good over the use of it, how it works, and how to administer them safely. We might have to accept that we don't have answers to these questions. That's what they're saying. Effective tools for reliable post-market follow-up, such as post-market clinical trials, are going to be the key to advancing this field and helping to ensure that our approach fosters safe and innovative treatments. So we're just going to have to follow up with people after we give them these drugs. After we insert genetic material into somebody's cells, which remember is what they were saying that the gene therapy is. The draft guidance on interpreting sameness of gene therapy products under the orphan drug regulation provides the FDA's proposed current thinking on an interpretation of sameness between gene therapy products. And then it goes on to say, with a large number of products currently being studied, gene therapy product developers have asked the agency important questions about the orphan drug designation incentivized to develop products for rare diseases with very small patient populations. For patients, this policy could help lead to the development and approval of multiple treatments, creating a more competitive market with choices. We encourage stakeholders to provide their comments. We encourage, these businesses and the big pharma and everything to tell us what they think. Are they encouraging the public to tell them what they think as much? Well, not so much, because this news has been kind of hidden. In some, these policy documents are representative of efforts to help advance product development in the field of gene therapy. Yeah, we know. We will continue to work with product innovators, sponsors, researchers, patients, and other stakeholders to help make the development and review of these products more efficient while putting in place regularity controls. Where did it go on to? Okay, these programs include Breakthrough Therapy Designation, Regenerative Medicine Advanced Therapy Designation, and Fast Track Designation, as well as Priority Review and Accelerated Approval. So, of course, we have that whole Wuhan virus thing going on right now. So, the FDA is like, well, hey, we need to fast track gene therapy, and we need to get big pharma just going some more with all of these, fixing autoimmune issues instead of trying to figure out why they're happening in the first place. Let's just insert genetic material into these people's cells, and without knowing if we're doing it safely or if it's going to work or if it's going to hurt the person in the long run, let's just go ahead and do it. So there's that. Again, this is linked in the description box below. I'm sorry, I'm getting a little bit ranty.